Maybe who have to get it cracking? Five,
Actually,
four, three.
actually doing it out loud is hilarious.
Uh, all right, let's go, baby. Here we go.
Let's go.
Hey, what's up, bro? How you been? I heard you was on a show called Reasons. What's that?
Hey, fat boy, what's up, man? Saw you're on this show, Reasons, with this guy named Fuel. Yeah, I was thinking about watching it, but like, I need some reasons to watch it. So, like, what are your reasons?
You have 0 new messages.
Yo, got some information.
Yep.
That's good. What should we do? Let's give it to him. Let's do it.
From Dallas to LA. From KC, Florida to LA. We watch Reasons, and it starts now.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to Reasons, baby. We appreciate you guys tapping in, man. It's your boy Fuel in the house.
Fat boy in the building. You already know what type of time we on. We are here.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. We got a great show for you guys today. We got some good topics coming up, man. So y'all don't want to miss it. Y'all don't want to, y'all definitely want to share. Y'all definitely want to share this. Y'all want to be live and comment with us and talk to us. You know, viewers on Facebook and YouTube. I see O's in the house already. What's up, O?
Big O. What's up,
right,
bro?
What's up? What's up? Hey, and we have a dear brothers and sister man letter at the end of this, you guys. So you guys want to stay tuned for that. You know what I'm saying? You guys want to keep watching because it's very helpful. You know what I'm saying? Because we're talking about a lot of stuff, mental health and everything. So, Fat Boy. So I looked up, man. I looked up 7. It's one of the top worst habits for someone with mental health.
Oh.
The
Okay.
top, yeah. Can you name any of them? Can you name any of the habits, the worst habits people have? That's that's like one of the worst for mental health.
Self-doubt.
Self-doubt. Okay. What else you got?
Regret.
Okay. Come on. You got more than that. I'm trying to see if you're gonna name one of the top or the worst.
Say the worst. The worst habits of mental health.
Yeah.
Oh, violence. Shit.
It's close. One of those close. Linda said drugs. Yep, that was one. She got one.
Okay.
She got one. All right. So since Linda already responded, Fat Boy, you didn't hit none of them. You didn't hit none of them. Oh,
I'm back.
there you go. You refreshing.
Yeah.
He refreshing.
Yeah, I'm fresh.
Right.
I'm back.
All right. So one is lack of sleep. No, I'm sorry. I need to go. No. Let me go. Let me back up though. I'm supposed to go to 7. 7, substance abuse.
Okay,
You know,
so bad habits that affect your mental health.
exactly
Okay,
the
I
worst
missed the
habit. The
question.
worst
Okay,
habit.
okay, I get you. I get you. Okay, now I
Substance
get what you're
abuse.
saying.
Number 7 is substance abuse. Number 6 is pornograph.
Pornography?
Pornography.
Pornograph is crazy. Pornography.
I mean, that was a good one. All right.
Hey, God bless his heart, y'all, man. Hey, man, y'all, we went to public school. Listen, we went to public school.
I did go
Hey,
to public school. I went to college, but I still went to
we
public
went to college, but we still went to public school now. Y'all gotta forgive us. I swear you
Oh,
do.
that shit was funny. All right. But 6 is pornography. 5, Linda's crazy. Negativity.
Yeah. Okay.
3, isolation. I think you said something into that order, right?
I had a couple of them. I just didn't say them right on word, but I was close enough. That's cool.
The number 2, but the number 2 is high stress.
Yeah.
That's like the whole world, ain't it? We all stress.
We all got mental
around.
health issues. That's what I've been telling you.
Right.
I've been trying to tell you.
But the one that surprised me the most is the number 1, man. The number 1 is lack of sleep.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
And I'm kind of one of those when it comes to it, because I only sleep probably like 4 hours. You know, I wake up for maybe a minute or whatever and try to go back to sleep for at least 2 more hours, but it's usually about 4 to 5 hours is sleep. You know what I mean? So I didn't realize that I was actually in that habit of someone with mental health, lack of sleep, you know what I mean? So a lot of us is that, you know, have something that we can work at when it comes to that. Tracy said, what Tracy say? Tracy Joy, what's up, Tracy?
I got one. I got one for you. Lying.
She said, yeah. She got one. Lying. That's the worst mental. Well, yeah, I guess it can go on the list. I just gave y'all the top 7, but that can go on the list, Tracy. That's what's up. I also had, let me see, what's something else here.
But what if I said my lying stemmed from my lack of sleep? Would you believe that lie?
You can't sleep like you lie too daggone much. But poor sleep habit, lack of sleep can severely impact mental health, leading to increased anxiety and depression. Sleep is crucial for emotional regulation and cognitive function. I don't know what's wrong with me today. And poor sleep patterns can create vicious cycles of mental health issues. You know, so that being number 1, I mean that's maybe a habit or something that we want to try to work on, is try to get more sleep or whatever and that type of thing. What was the other one that we had? You said something. It was another good one.
Violence.
This was violence. I know another one good one. Excessive smartphone use. Using your smartphone,
Doom screen.
I'm bad, man.
Now that is a lie.
I'm bad with it, dude. Because of what we do, I'm always looking at something, searching something or whatever. And it's almost like now you can't do nothing without your phone. You know, one time I tried to just leave my phone, you know, in the room and then go out and then just come back or whatever, and not worry about nothing. But then you're always thinking about, dang, who's calling me or what's up, what's going on or whatever. So that is excessive, you know, smartphone use is one of the mental health that, you know, we can work on. You know, constantly checking your smartphone can lead to distraction and decrease productivity, contributing to stress and anxiety. It can also interfere with face-to-face interaction and, again, sleep quality. You know what I mean? So these are things, man. You know, I don't know. Let me know what you think about this one, Fat Boy. Failure mindset.
Yeah. Self-doubt.
Yeah, focusing on failure rather than growth can lead to avoidance of challenges and opportunities, and that can create cycles of negative things and feelings of anxiety and depression as well. You know, so Yes, sir. Yeah, I had to get that off, man. I think that's something that because we talk about mental health or whatever, it's good to recognize some of the top things that actually happens to us. You know what I'm saying? That we can actually something we can work on. Now that is what's a lot, Tracy? Tracy said that's a lot. Now that is a lot. What are you talking about?
When I said maybe I lied because
and she said that's a lot.
Of my lack of sleep.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Right. We see Linda's in the house.
That was a lot.
Linda. She said, yes, that's factual. Yes.
Thank you,
So
Linda.
those are things, you know what I'm saying? You kind of want to pass this on or whatever. We'll have videos, short videos and stuff like that you can use as reminders as well. So don't forget, you guys. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you guys are watching, and join us or whatever to share with other people, these gems we drop into you guys today. You know what I mean? Every Thursday, man, at 6 p.m.
Every Thursday.
Every Thursday, man. That's what's up. All right, man. You know what time it is, though. It's that time, man. It's Fat Boy time. That's right. History and Blackness with Fat Boy. Who we got today, baby? Who we got?
Today we gotta listen. I'll be digging in the crates, y'all. Today we got another special one. Today we welcome to another segment of History and Blackness. Of course, I am Fat Boy. Today we honor Sean A. Taylor, a distinguished entrepreneur, business leader whose journey reflects resilience, discipline, and visionary leadership. Raised on the south side of Chicago by a single mother, Taylor learned early the value of perseverance and education. He went on to attend Purdue University Krannert School of Management, where he earned a bachelor's degree in accounting and a graduate with distinction. His academic achievement opened the door to a professional career at Arthur Andersen, one of the world's largest accounting firms, where he spent a decade building expertise in finance and corporate leadership. In 1996, Taylor stepped into entrepreneurship by founding Family EAT's Limited Partnership, a company that will grow into the largest African-American-owned Taco Bell franchise in the Houston market. Under his leadership, the company expanded to more than 30 restaurants, generating tens of millions in revenue and employing hundreds of people before he successfully sold the business in 2007. Taylor later became president and operating partner of Zaxby's Houston, and served as a limited partner of Houston Astros Major League Baseball franchise. Beyond business, he has served on numerous boards, including Noodles and Company, and the Memorial Hermann Foundation, while also supporting youth education and community development initiatives. Sean A. Taylor's story reflects the power of entrepreneurship to transform both communities and industries. From Chicago's South Side to boardrooms and professional sports ownership, his legacy demonstrates his vision, discipline, and opportunity can build lasting economic impact. This is History and Blackness, where we honor the builders who turn opportunity into empowerment. Sean A. Taylor reminds us that ownership, leadership, and service are powerful tools for shaping the future of our communities. Thank you.
Yeah. There it is. Another one. If y'all don't know, now you know. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good one.
It is a good one, man.
Hey, man, I stumbled up on this brother, man.
Yeah. The fact that he's still with us, and like we were talking about earlier, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you have people that are out there that we don't know about, and this is one guy that basically, he had a lot of franchises, he sold stuff, and then he, probably, what is the owner of Astros? You said the Astros?
He was a part of
those
Astros,
and sometimes we don't, only ones we hear that are part of a of a team of a major league team, probably like unless they're an athlete, you know what I mean? Like Mahomes may own parts of the Royals or something like that. It's the only time you hear stuff like that. Where so the digging in that crate, man, and finding this guy, Sean A. Taylor, man, that's what's up, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. Always bringing it to us, dog.
Of course, man.
Linda said, "Oh no, Justin, what's up, man? Appreciate you tapping in. I don't know what JIB BJ is. I don't know what that means, but let us know. It better not be nothing bad.
Hey, where we going, y'all? Hey, you.
All right, man. Sure, we moving kind of quick here today.
We're going good, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
Let's get into the main topic, man. If you guys are watching and you see the title up there, the main topic is loneliness inside a relationship. Loneliness. Oh, Fat Boy, I didn't even get to pull up the what's the name, so you might have to guide me a little bit on it, but I can jump in on some things, whatever. For the topics that I researched and looked it up too. So, but loneliness inside of relationships, man. Let's go.
You ready?
Yeah. I'm waiting on you, dog.
Okay, you waiting on me? All right, let me kick this thing off. All right, loneliness inside of a relationship. Let me get the title. Y'all know my glasses ain't on here, so I'm stalling. Okay, how can you feel alone while lying next to someone every night? Loneliness isn't always about being single. Many people feel emotionally disconnected while in relationships. Segment 1, we'll talk about emotional disconnection. Being physical present but emotionally absent. What do you think about that? Talk to me. What are your thoughts that come across when you hear that?
Say that part again.
Being physically present but emotionally absent.
Physically present and mostly emotionally absent. Because some people, I feel, some people have so much on their mind, stress wise, and all these type of things, if that's the case, you know what I mean? It's I don't even I lost my thought. But being physical there, but emotionally not there, is because you're missing something within that relationship. You're missing, communication. You're missing, affection, all those things or whatever that you might have had when y'all first got together. You know what I mean? And everything was hunky-dory cool. And even before you got married, you know what I'm saying? Everything was roses, peaches and roses or whatever. But then after the relationship goes on and you have financial problems going on, you got kids problems going on, you got all these other things that's going on, even if you're in a relationship and not married and you basically, single and handle everything by yourself, and you get with a new relationship or with a new guy or girl, whatever, and you got those things that's constantly going through your head, you know what I'm saying, could cause that emotional, loneliness or whatever, with someone, when you can actually, and we'll go over some things, of course, too, that can help you get through those. But I think that's the main thing, man, is trying to overcome a lot of things that's going on in your head, you know what I mean, and going on in your life or whatever to overcome this loneliness.
You know what I think, though? I think one thing that you touched on, the big issue, the reason why there's that big space of loneliness is because a lot of the conversations when you are in honeymoon stage are on the surface, right? We're not really deep diving about real stuff, right? We're not talking about things that really matter. I think a lot of times when we go on a dating, we have this list of criteria that we want the partner to have, but we don't, nothing has to do with their mental health. Nothing has to do with their past relationship, how they how they problem solve, right? And I think that when you stay on the surface, you may be entering into a relationship due to the physical space, right? But you guys are emotionally absent from each other because you don't have anything in common, right? You haven't never really went deeper than the surface and touched on any real subjects or topics, your do's, your don'ts, your red flags, the things you
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying? All of those things. And when you do that, that becomes an issue. It allows for our next point, right? And I really want you to touch on this, right?
Yeah.
Feeling unseen or unheard by your partner. Now, I know I've been there. I know you've been there. I kind of want, before you go, I kind of want you to do two things. I want you to give an example for you, but then I also want an example when you did it, but I also want you to kind of talk to how it made you feel in the process. I'll do the same thing.
Yeah. You mean let's just not being heard?
Feeling unseen or unheard by your partner in a relationship.
For me, for example, as far as being unheard, is when I basically start out with it, because I try to communicate, because that's one of the things we learn about, even in school, communication is always key, of course, So when I tell you something at the beginning of the relationship, especially when it comes to my career, to where I'm trying to go and what I'm trying to do, and it's not really been, and then you go a month or 2 or 3 or whatever, and they're not supportive of it. They don't care about it. That's not a part of their conversation or whatever. Is when I start feeling unheard, because now I'm in that lonely stage. You know what I'm saying? I done fell into this loneliness or whatever, because I feel like, I'm supposed to be in this relationship, but I'm by myself. You know what I'm saying? And like what's like not Tracy said, Jackie said, get out of the relationship, which is true. And this is why, you know what I'm saying, I am single, because I've gone through those type of things where instead of and I've said it before, I've been with someone to where they thought they can make me what they wanted me to be, as opposed to what I really wanted to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and I wasn't budging, because I know who I was. So it was like a long wasted time or whatever, because sometimes you start caring a little bit about the person that you're with, because it's genuine, feelings and caring about a person, and then sometimes it could be just because of the sex, you know what I'm saying? You just, with the person for the sex or whatever, for however long, and you're ignoring the fact that this person, has an agenda. They have something that they want to, be able to share with you, or want you to share together, are willing for you guys to share together. And you're not trying to hear that, you're trying to look after your own agenda and only your own satisfaction or whatever, which leaves me in a lonely, stage in the relationship. So that's the example for me. And the thing I can say, as far as trying, or for at least what I have done to get out of that, is to recognize the red flags early. You know what I mean? When I know that I'm telling you something about how I feel about my relationship, I have to recognize red flags early or whatever, to say I want to stay in this in this relationship, or I want to leave it. You know what I mean? Because those red flags really, really mean something, and is helpful or whatever for you to know if you're going to actually get through this relationship. And sometimes you do have to, I hate to admit it, but sometimes even women, you have to test that person for the things that you want. You got to give some sort of test or whatever to see if that person's really listening to you as to what you want in a relationship. And if they're not responding in your way that you feel like that they should, then that's when you kind of like have to back off. You have to back off. That's my opinion, man, and I'm sticking with it.
Okay. All right. I like that. It was a time where definitely we talk about it all the time. I think I can get an example first. We know we all talked about it here, but in my last relationship, I definitely felt unheard, unseen. Definitely. I'm gonna tell you how it made me feel. It made me feel incompetent. It made me feel. It just made me feel shit, real sad. I remember sometimes just being in the mirror crying, like on the movies, looking goofy as hell. But it really bothered me, because I don't think that people understand the emptiness that comes along with being unseen or being unheard. However, what I realized is that I base too much on her sight or on her seeing me or hearing me, because I was seeking for validation within her. And so I don't want to spin this, but also a big part of being lonely inside a relationship is seeking consistent validation from your partner. I think that, not saying that she was not hearing me and not saying that she was not seeing me, but I think it intensified things because I was seeking for her to see and to hear,
Right.
and to validate. If I would have said what I said and knew who I was already, her lack of sight and lack of attention wouldn't have damaged me as much as it did. So what I would say is, we talked about this last week, you also have to be aware of your own traumas as well. But I will tell you, because when you catch yourself in there, it is so easy to fall into loneliness within that relationship. Because now, like you said, what am I in here for? I'm in this relationship by myself. However, you always only have yourself. And so you should always think high on yourself. You should always prioritize your emotions over everyone else's any damn way. Not saying in a selfish way, but in a healthy way. Yeah. Right. Yep. Okay. And then go ahead. Talk to me.
Go ahead.
I got one more thing, and then I got an example. Just a random example, but I think this one is, I'm gonna go with this one, is proximity versus real intimacy. Right? We think because we living in the house or we're together, we're intimate with each other. But as we discovered on this show, intimacy is not always sexual, and it's not just being close in a room with each other, right? It's sharing moments, whether that be touching, whether that be just quality time, right? And I think that the reason why people get caught up in lonely inside relationships due to proximity and real intimacy, because they focus on being together than actually building real intimacy and intimacy without sex. And a lot of times people only know intimacy with sex. And so it's hard for people to build intimacy without sex, because they don't know that intimacy can exist without sex. And so people think, oh, we having sex, we're in the same proximity with each other, we live with each other, we've been together, oh, I'm not lonely. But however, if you don't have real intimacy, if you don't have a real space to let down your hair, to feel vulnerable, to be transparent, then you are in a lonely space and you are lonely inside that relationship. And I think that we have to stop confusing the two, right? And thinking that because I'm in a relationship that I have real intimacy, or vice versa. Because we have real intimacy, we in a relationship. Because you know that happens too. You know what I mean? So but it is,
to share for people to recognize. Sometimes you have to recognize that when you stop sharing your innermost thoughts or your fears or feelings and stuff like that, is the beginning of the gap of your relationship. That's what's going to it's like a sign, you know what I mean, that your relationship is not going to go much further or whatever, because of that, especially when intimacy is, it's a foundation, of a strong relationship. If it's actually, having that intimacy and a few months later, a year later, you guys can't even really talk or whatever, about some of the things that you really talk about, because you're scared of what's going to happen, that if y'all going to, break up, or, if he's going to be mad or get violent and all that type of stuff or whatever, it's just a sign or whatever. And you have to recognize those signs or whatever in order to fix that.
Yeah.
Another thing too is, if you have a unsolved, conflict with each other, if you have, certain things where disagreements about your finance or parenting or something like that or whatever, those things, unsolved conflicts or whatever can put you in that stage of loneliness. Well, that's too, because now you feel like you're doing everything by yourself. You basically over doing things and overwhelming yourself of things around you or whatever, to the point where that's also, a problem as well, So yeah, I mean, there's quite a few things, man, that you can kind of look out for or whatever to understand. But there's also things that you can do to fix those things. Sometimes you get people with health problems as well. You know what I mean, with health problems and stuff like that or whatever. And now that person that you've been with for a while, or whatever, you guys not sharing, conversation anymore, or thoughts and stuff like that or whatever, saying, because you feel that person might, they're already sick or in a bad place or whatever, then, you kind of quit, but you can't really quit on them. You know what I mean? You still have to be you and still show concern and talk and have the conversations that you've been having or whatever, you know what I mean? Because that still helps you stay together. It keeps you together, those conversations and stuff that you have or whatever that you've had throughout your relationship, So that's another thing to kind of remember to do, peoples, if y'all out there. Who's that? Jackie said, oh, wait a minute. Who's that? Y'all put me to sleep. Who's that, Mark? Kiss my ass, Mark. Whatever you say. Somebody y'all put me to sleep. Yeah. I hope I am putting you to sleep, sucker.
Man, I did want to say this.
You're probably in a relationship, or you probably don't even have a relationship or whatever. That's probably why you don't know. You don't understand this type of thing. These type of conversations. You know what I mean? So yeah, go to sleep, mother sucker. Anyway, since we've been monetized now, we get a few trolls. You know what I mean? So I don't mind. We get a few trolls.
Thank you, man. So each comment works anyway, brother. We appreciate you. We could go to moving forward. Mm-hmm. We talked about this actually last week. The performance of happiness in a relationship and how it leads to the loneliness, right? Mm-hmm. So let's talk to that. Okay. Trying to stage a social media image versus the reality, probably kind of like this Mark guy, right? Mm-hmm. On his social media page, he's probably one guy, but reality, he's someone else. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I think that also, the perfect relationship creates loneliness within a relationship. Talk to that. What you think about that?
Say it again.
I was saying that the perfect relationship and being seen as the perfect relationship could be an issue. What do you think about that? Talk to me. How could that lead to loneliness? Being seen as a perfect relationship.
All right, I hope I'll get this right. It's like if you're being seen as a perfect relationship, and your conversation and your connection is mostly in front of people, in the public, and not in the home, privately at home or whatever, then yes, you know what I'm saying? That's how I take it. You know what I'm saying? Being seen in the public as everything's hunky-dory cool, whatever, but behind doors, y'all can't talk. Y'all can't really, express your feelings or anything like that or whatever. And y'all just ignore it and let it go, just pass, I think that's a problem within that relationship, whatever, and cause that loneliness in the relationship.
Let's jump in these comments because I want to hear this. Get to this question. Sister said, "Can I ask you, Black Brothers, a question? I need you guys' advice because I want to know if I'm playing it right." Shoot, and we never do this.
Hold on,
we rarely do this.
Hold on, that's a guy. That's me.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry,
I'm
Meek.
sorry, Black Brother. My fault, brother. I'm sorry, Meek.
Say it again now.
Yeah, I want to
ask you, Black Brothers.
Can I ask you, Black Brothers, a question? I need you guys' advice because I want to know if I'm playing it right. Ask away, brother.
Talk to us,
Shoot
man.
that thing in the chat, brother. I would like to hear this.
We're here for, baby. That's what we're here for.
And we usually got another segment for this, but we will do it for you here today.
Yes, sir.
Spice
yes,
this
sir.
thing.
Ask away, man.
So shoot that thing in there while we talk about that.
All right, but go back to your question though, as far as like
Social media, the social media image of a perfect relationship versus
oh, I didn't
the
think about the social
reality
media.
of a real,
Yeah.
right? That's what I'm saying. Like the perfect relationship on social media and how that can create loneliness because you guys are not really like that, and you trying to be something you are, but you guys are not necessarily feeding into each other. You're feeding into your social media posts. So I think that can be an issue, and then it pressures you to appear once again like a perfect couple, right? It pressures you every time you see, even when you guys are having issues, even when you're feeling unheard, even when you're feeling unseen. It poses you to be this perfect couple. You got to kind of put on the front, right? And that can be an issue. It creates loneliness inside because now you're putting on an image for others, but deep inside, you don't feel that way. You don't want to be in this relationship.
I think that's the worst thing that you can do in a relationship is to be able to socialize on social media, be able to talk all this stuff on social media, but then within your personal by your space by yourself and with your partner, you can't express yourself like you want to. Like some people. And instead of talking to the person that they're with, they bring it on social media. Say, for example, let's use an example. What's the name? I can't think of the lady's name, but she basically went on social media going off about Dwight Howard. She
about
went on about him being, doing drugs and just kind of putting all the business in the street or whatever, and freak, all the shit that he's been doing or whatever, and
they didn't put him in jail.
Yeah, but sometimes they don't understand that you keep that in your home. This is your husband or whatever. You keep that in your home. You try to figure it out and work it out through yourself. Social media can't do nothing for you. Just by you didn't, if you feel like you need to get it out, get some help, get a friend, get somebody you can talk to or whatever. Sometimes I see stuff, man, that arguments from a marriage or a couple, whatever, that's breaking up and stuff like that, and they putting their business out on social media or whatever is one of those things that cause you to go into loneliness. You know what I'm saying? Because now you done told everybody else or whatever, you ain't even talked to the person that you're with, and now that you put everything on social media, that person don't even probably want to talk to you now. You know what I mean? They probably feel like you put out too much information about this person or whatever in order to, to help me or whatever. You basically telling everybody else and everybody else giving their opinions or whatever on how to help me or not help me or how I'm wrong or I'm right and stuff like that. You got to stop doing that. You got to stop doing that. Quit putting your shit out there or whatever. I mean, and that's if you really want the relationship to work. If you don't, and you just gotten giving up and you just throwing shit out there, whatever, for social media clicks and all that stuff, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's your choice. But if you start trying to keep from being in a lonely inside of a relationship, you definitely need to not put your business out in the street, or either at least have y'all both on there and y'all discussing it or whatever. Maybe that may help in some cases, but for the most part, it's a private matter. Anybody with me in my relationship, what I'm talking about, it's a private matter. You know what I mean? So understand that. Meek, you haven't asked the question yet.
We waiting on you, brother.
On you,
Meek,
man.
we waiting on you. While we wait on you, I want to jump to this.
Mm-hmm.
Because we kind of touched on all of that within we said, so we're gonna move forward. Silent needs. I think these is important.
Silent
needs. Talk
needs?
about this. Silent needs. We talk about this all the time on our show, and we see your question. I'm about to make this statement, and I got you. It's unspoken because you gonna want to hear this. It's unspoken expectations within relationships, and this is for men and women. It can create immense loneliness very fast, very fast. If you do not speak on what you expect in a relationship, the relationship is doomed. So I want to answer this question, but then we're gonna get into this conversation about this. Okay.
Oh no,
let's get it.
Finish what you're saying though. I'll lose my thought.
I'm done. Oh, okay. Yeah, you go. I wanted you to answer because I wanted you. What do you think? What do you think about unspoken expectations and how they lead to loneliness?
It's basically it's said within itself what you just said. Is if you don't speak it, how can you expect to have it? You know what I mean? How can you expect anyone to, there's no mind readers or whatever, So how can you expect to have it? You know what I mean? If you can't express yourself, if you can't open up yourself, it's some sort of fear that you have within that person to be able to not talk to them, to the point where, what's the point of even being with them? If you can't share that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And then also not just expectations and goals and life goals, but what do you expect from the relationship, right? I think that we enter into these relationships so not material, but so surface level, right? As far as how they look, for as far as appearance, but we don't really talk about what we expect from this relationship. We don't even know what we expect from the relationship, besides that a woman is beautiful or a man is handsome, right? Or besides what we expect from them financially. We don't know what we expect. And a lot of times we go into relationships assuming, right, that the other person should know. They should just know. And that's just not how things work. You have to voice what you have to voice your expectations, and you have to voice what you want in a relationship. If you are voicing what you want in a relationship and it is not being heard and you still are feeling unseen, then those are real conversations to be had to maybe resolve the relationship, right? Because it is, or dissolve the relationship, should I say, because it is not working for you or the person. And me going crazy in these comments, man.
Yeah. But
what you think, bro? Go talk to me.
One of the other things too, you guys, is sometimes you have people that are either trying to freshly get into a relationship, and they're feeling lonely because they have a lot of stuff on their shoulders. You know what I mean? But it's important, for people to know that you have, if you have support of family and friends or whatever, what I'm saying, there's you don't have to feel lonely. I know sometimes you want to have the comfort of someone laying next to you and you don't at the time or whatever, but some of those things you can kind of you can overcome that or whatever, and not so much concentrate on the fact that you're alone, especially if you're trying to get into a new relationship with someone. You can actually really, call, talk, or whatever. I don't care if y'all talk to y'all go to sleep, or, you know what I mean, to keep from feeling lonely or whatever. But there's ways, you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying this in a healthy perspective for you to be able to not always feel lonely, and that's also even with when you with someone, you still have friends that you can talk to, you know what I mean? Not to say that you got to put them all in your business or anything like that or whatever is right, or you have to try to find a professional that'll listen to you, whatever, that can actually talk you guys into a couple's counseling or something like that or whatever. But all I'm saying is, just kind of wrapping this part of it up, because we're going to our question here. You don't have to be lonely inside of relationships. There are ways to overcome those things, whatever, but also you have to see and recognize the signs of you getting there, so you can try to fix it to save the relationship. Okay. I hope that helped you guys, man, about loneliness inside a relationship. But let's get to this comment real quick, man. Go ahead, Fat Boy. I'll let you read.
This is crazy.
What's up, Meek?
I got questions and answers, brother. Oh yeah, he going. Okay, so he said, I want a woman that's currently pulled back and went ghost for 3 weeks. Before the first date, she love bombed me. She done called me and everything, talked to her brother and sister, told mom about me. Next one. Oh, her personality. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Cause he going. Her personality, character, mentality, and spirit was really attractive, but going ghost made me question all of that. She says I'm always on her mind daily. She Puerto Rican woman. I'm black. He says this woman has been traumatized from her child father. He abused her and everything in her over 5 years, cheated on with women at a job and police station. He's second with women at her condo, or he slept with women, or had sex with women at her condo while working. Okay, so I got questions, and then I'm gonna give you some answers. 1, where did you meet the girl? 2, have you seen this girl before? 3, are you sending this girl money?
Ooh.
You come on, Carl. He asked for some answers.
Yeah.
I'm about to give you some answers.
We got some answers for you, baby. We got some answers for you.
Because you done jumped in the right place. Yeah, I got game for you, brother. Come talk to me.
Sure.
Okay. And 4, is she bad? I'm gonna give you that. Is she bad?
When you say bad, what do you mean? Like sexy? Like
gorgeous.
cute?
Is she gorgeous? Is she gorgeous? Number 1.
Mm-hmm.
How did you meet her?
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, have you seen her before? 3, are you sending her money? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, is she gorgeous? And 5, finally, what did you say before the first date? What was the text?
A lot of questions for him to answer at one. Give me one.
Just give me one at least. But where did you meet her? And are you sending her money? What you got? Because if you're sending her money, I know the answer to this. Okay, here we go.
Anytime, my brother. Anytime a woman go ghost 3 weeks and before the first date, she obviously has something else going on. Whether it's mentally, whether it's with someone else, just kind of trying to figure out who she want to be with, or what, trying to see, which one, she wants. Especially if you met him on, if you met her online. Did he say where he met her yet? He didn't say that yet. Huh?
Yep, he did.
Face dating. Face dating. She got at me. Facebook dating. Okay, that you told me. FaceTime every day. No, I never gave her money. She is beautiful. All right, send her a picture. No, I'm just kidding. No, you don't.
No, you're following in my story. Okay. Okay. Yeah, is she in Puerto Rico?
Yeah, is she in Puerto Rico, or is she here? Is she here?
Because then I'm gonna give you my answer.
Matter of fact, where are you at? Are you in Cali, or where are you at? We're in Cali, and
it looked like in Philly. Where you at, Meek Raul, Philly. So I saw my young boy, the bull. No, let me stop. But no, we do. It's a great question. I got an answer for you, because I think the reason why I say this, Fuel, is I'm glad he asked this, because this happens to men all the time, where because you're going to answer this question, but where we get so caught up on beautiful women, we ignore a lot of signs.
Because she's beautiful.
Because she's beautiful.
Don't send a picture, man. I was just
don't send no picture. He was clowning. I know she bad. I know she bad, but I knew she was bad already, because you allowed her to go ghost for 3 weeks, so you didn't have to tell me.
The fact that you still went out after 3 weeks, you got to be something, right?
Yeah.
Philly, okay, Philly. And she's in.
So she.
Where's
she's from Pennsylvania. I'm guessing Pittsburgh.
That's in Pittsburgh. Oh, okay.
No, Pittsburgh is in Pennsylvania anyway.
But I'm guessing Pennsylvania. That's not too far from each other, then, right? So it's not really that far. But to answer your question, man, when someone does that, it's because they either got options going on, or they're mentally going through something, and she could be afraid. You know what I'm saying? She could be afraid, because I don't want to, just like bash her, like if she's no good or anything like that. I think sometimes a woman can be afraid of finding someone good and scared of, of you learning certain things, and feel like that you might not be with her, for long, so that could be the case too.
That's all cute, Fuel.
Huh?
I'm talking shit. Go ahead and give me your advice so I can.
I mean, I really do. I do think that's one of the things or whatever. Unless what other signs are you seeing that she's not showing much interest? You know, never in my life have a woman ghost me. Yeah, went ghost. She's 35 minutes away, not far from. Yeah, exactly. That's what I
Yeah,
said.
but in Pennsylvania, bro, that's like a lifetime away. You know, I done been up there.
35 minutes.
35 minutes is like a lifetime away. Y'all live totally different.
Man,
If you
that's
in
not- come on,
Philly,
man.
oh, for
We're in
sure, for
California.
sure.
No, we're in California now. 35 minutes away from here, it will be like a lifetime, but I don't think Philly is
Exactly. No, but you got to think 35. What I mean by that is it's culturally different.
Mm.
It's different. It's like different. It's subway. You 35 minutes outside of Philly, you're definitely in a suburb. 35 minutes outside of here is a suburb. Outside of LA is a suburb. 35 minutes from you somewhere else. You down there in Bakersfield.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But still, I mean, it's not that far to not to be able to go out. Like it ain't crazy like taking 2 days out of your life or anything. Like 2 hours or 3 out of your life just by driving. You know what I mean? It's a pretty decent distance to me. Okay, so she's been to therapy for 3 years because of what her child's father put her through. She's got her tubes tied because of him. She just turned 40. Yeah, so it sounds like that one. Yeah, she's had the trauma or whatever in her past. And if you can, and if you're having a conversation with her, then kind of just talk to her. You know what I'm saying, and kind of comfort her to letting her know that you are there for her if you want to be there for her. What'd you say? No, you said.
Hey man,
why you
don't listen
no?
to Phil.
No,
don't
seriously.
listen to none of that. Listen, okay. Listen to this. I hear what Phil is saying, and he's absolutely right. If this was a woman you wanted to build with, besides on her being beautiful, but what it is what I'm seeing is that she's a problem, my boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she's been in therapy for 3 years, but she's still connected with the child's father. Something crazy because she been talking to you for I'm not sure how long. Maybe you could throw that in the chat, but she done told you half their business, and that's shaky, G.
No, but women can tell. She put it all on the
That's
table.
shaky, G. She putting it, but it can also be. It can also be
gone through.
It can also be a form of emotional manipulation for him to feel sorry for her.
No, how is that if she's ghosting him? If she's ghosting him, whatever, that ain't him. Her feeling. You know what I'm saying?
That's the manipulation because now she's like, "Well, I ghost." Because guess what you immediately thought? Guess what you immediately thought? You immediately thought that she was afraid. And that's probably what he thought, right? But this lets me know that she don't have no problem with fear because she was with the last goofy man forever. And he did all of this stuff and traumatized her, re-traumatized her. And she didn't pull no relationship. 15 years. Mm-hmm. That relationship was 15 years. Man, she bullshit.
Well, okay. No, back to what I'm saying, dog. Back to what I'm saying. Seriously, I mean, I get if somebody's running game, playing game, and stuff like that, or whatever. But if this is somebody that you're interested in, and she shows somewhat, and like you said, some women, she put it out there on the table because she don't want it. If she introduced you to family and all that type of stuff, she must have some sort of interest in you. You know what I mean? I don't think most people will, introduce to. Man, I've been with women. I haven't even met their family. I ain't even met a lady for daggone near 10 years. You know what I'm saying? And we had sex back off and on or whatever at times or whatever. And I still, till this day, and I mean, I don't talk to her or see her no more, of course, but back then, I never even met her kid. You know what I'm saying? So it was just kind of out there of what it was. It was just for the sex at the time. You know what I mean? Basically, you know what I mean? But in this case or whatever, if she's put it out there on the table, you can investigate those things or whatever that she's telling you and talking to you about or whatever, and let her be there. But then if she's still ghosting you from that point, then obviously, she's feeling either with somebody else, dealing with somebody else or whatever, you know what I mean? And trying to see where they're going to come or how they're going to come, as opposed to how you come to them. You know what I mean? That's basically really it. She said, she told me men being with post her child's father never wanted to get close with her emotionally, but only sexually. Yeah. That's probably what she's trying to avoid. You know what I mean? And she's trying to probably see what it is. I know Fat Boy look at
Cause y'all
I'm trying to say if
I'm sick of yo. I'm sick of you and I'm sick of him. I'm sick of both of y'all right now.
No. If it's a possibility for him to be in a relationship, if it's a possibility for him to relationship, this is the advice I'm giving, as far as my experiences with women, because I'm sure you look pretty young, Meek, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure I'm a little older than you or whatever, but that's from my perspective, my experiences or whatever, is especially been dating online, you know what I'm saying, for how long I've been single? Like 3 years, 4 or something like that, really, and basically, it's hard because we have shows like this. We have, social media or whatever that tries to tell you what to look for, the red flags and all that type of stuff or whatever. You know what I mean? To the point where, in fact, I'll pull it up in a second. He looked at it crazy. But you know what I'm saying? It's hard to get real good advice or whatever at times or whatever. But I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. If she's the type of person that you feel that she can be with you or you can be with her or whatever, then, at least have the conversation with her or letting her know that you're there for her. But if she still ghosting you, my man, just, let it go. Move on to the next one. You know what I mean? Read that, but February. She said men post her crazy situations. She said she had men check her condo looking for me. And I asked her, why would they do? And she said, because I know what I got in between her legs. Oh, I was shocked.
See, hey, listen, man. Let me tell you what's going on. Let me let you really know. First off, one thing, bro. If you like this girl,
I'm starting to realize this shit. Yeah,
I already know what's going on. Listen, it took me 7 lines ago. Listen, y'all. Listen, I was already on this. I already know what's going on, bro. You're a good guy, bro. You're a good guy. I'm pretty sure you got your stuff going on. She sees that you're a good guy and she trying to fake make you work. Meanwhile, she got random niggas searching her house for other men. That means she got a roster, my boy. Right? She's trying. Hold on. You basically said that, right? But she's also sexually manipulating you because she's talking about the gold that she got in between her legs and why these men. So y'all ain't met yet, right? And she bad, correct? And now she is enticing you sexually, right? With other men. But what she's doing at the same time, and she's also telling you that she has other men chasing her, which is all women. All women have other men chasing her. All women have options. Okay. Yeah. However, what I don't want you to be caught up in is I don't want you to be caught up in being the man for her just because of her boyfriend's the 15-year trauma or whatever he left her with and these other nobodies she been dating, because that is a couple's people's problem. But one of them is not you. It's her and the other people. So don't let her make you responsible for what the last men have done. So what you need to do is you need to set a standard and don't be overly enticed by her sexually. I know that this is hard because she's bad. But if you want to get her to play ball with you, you're going to have to game up a little bit. Meaning you're going to have to not let her looks overcloud your judgment and your mindset, King. It looked like you got yourself together. And if you don't, get your stuff together and she will do something different because people
and that's the other thing. That's the other thing though, Fat Boy. She
make it hard for people that they like.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. And if you really,
and they
really
don't go for 3 weeks.
Yeah. And if you really the one, she's gonna be after you. You know what I mean? or you're gonna see that how much she wants to be with you or whatever, as opposed to putting out what she has and what she's going on and all of her problems. Have you talked about to her about your problems and what her responses has been? You know what I'm saying? That's how you can tell. You know what I mean? And if she's reciprocating the same energy that you're giving as well for her, then that's a whole thing to try to get together and talk about. But if not, then it's just one-sided, you know what I'm saying? And she's, she's on, like Fat Boy said, on some BS. She sent me lingerie pics and everything and tons of pictures early on. I want to be with her. I went to an AI because I was so desperate. It's distance now. What's an AI?
Yeah, man. I hope we ain't talking about an artificial intelligence girlfriend. But see, she got you all wonky, bro.
I think you're on some bullshit, though.
No, but she got you wonky. She got you wonky. You gotta step aside yourself and look at yourself. I know that sounds crazy, but step aside yourself and look at yourself, because you're looking goofy right now, my boy. And I will talk to you. You asked for my advice because we out of here anyway. From that point, you asked for my advice. She running game, bro. She running game.
Like a game. And and some people use those stories as far as what they've been through as a sympathy thing to play on your sympathy and all that type of stuff or whatever. And then down the line, they will probably ask for money.
She's definitely gonna be asking for dough soon. Boy, you smart. Because you just took the words right out of my mouth. I said, don't be surprised after this conversation we had, brother. Within the next week, if she don't go ghost, when she come back, she gonna come back with a problem, and it's gonna require for you to pay for it.
Yeah, so
watch what I tell you.
Most definitely be careful with that, man. I hope we helped you. I hope we helped you some kind of way, man.
That was a dear brother today.
That was a dear brother for the day. Yeah, that's what's up. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. One more thing. One more. All right, here we go.
This is the
Should
last
I give
one.
her space and let her miss me instead of asking for clarity or reassurance? The AI said to give her space. We both. Oh, that's why you went to AI. Okay. We both were vulnerable with each other. I don't want to beg her at all.
Boom.
Yeah.
I
give her the
could do
space.
you one better. This is what I would do. I would seek. I'm a little toxic though on this. I would seek clarity and reassurance, and then give her space.
Yep. What you mean? Seek clarity.
I would see what she on. I would establish that she's full of it, or if she not, and I'll still give her space for my mental space to be able to process if I want to move forward. But I will get some clarity for myself, because just giving her space don't mean because you may re-enter and it's the same thing. So you need to find out some clarity and some reassurance, and then give her space just because she played games.
Yeah,
period.
Yeah. Good.
That's game from
Yes, sir. Hey, thanks again, Meek. Like you said, man, we appreciate you tapping in. Make sure, share this, man, with your people. It's going to be shorts on our channel and everything on Fired Up Broadcasting. And then also, subscribe, man. And, come on in next week. We're here at 6 p.m. every week at 6 p.m. Is this 6 p.m. every week?
Every week, 6 p.m.
Yeah. Man, that was shit. I appreciate that, man.
That was a good question. That was good.
All right, so again, that was actually almost like our dear brothers and sisters right there.
That was our dear brother. That was dear brother, dear sister right there.
And we do have, of course, a story later, and we do it next week. You know what I mean? From a letter that we got for dear brothers and sisters. But continue to hit us up or whatever. Where at, Fat Boy?
At firedupbroadcasting@gmail.com. That's firedupbroadcasting@gmail.com. No longer than a minute. If it's audio or video, if you want to just ask a question, but if you got a story, it should be no longer than 2 minutes, right? And you can send it to firedupbroadcasting@gmail.com. That's firedupbroadcasting@gmail.com. Hey, man, Meek, Philly is in the building. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate everybody. Big O, I appreciate y'all. Hey, man, watch your back, man. Keep your eyes open. I love each and every one of y'all for tapping in. We growing, y'all, and I appreciate y'all. It's y'all, man. My co-host, I love you, man.
Yes, sir.
And we growing, Fuel. So shout out to that, man. It's a blessing, brother.
Yes, sir.
We just gained a new follower and a viewer, so I appreciate that.
Exactly.
Thank you, man. See y'all next week.
Man. All right, man. That's what's gonna do it for. That's what's gonna do it. And
remember, if they talk about you behind your back,
they behind you
for a reason. Peace. I love y'all.